that's it for Yogi Ferrell as his career ends in a 101-86 loss to the Heels, who win for the 10th time in their last 11 games. They do move on to the Elite Eight. The 101 points allowed by IU, their second most ever in an NCAA tournament game. The most, actually, was in their Sweet 16 loss to Kentucky in 2012. The story of this game, just the offensive production of North Carolina, which was nothing short of fabulous.
And they started from behind the arc, as you mentioned, Marcus Paige knocking down 4 in succession. And over the course of the ball game, that then allowed North Carolina to do what they do best, which was pound the offensive glass, and they dominated points in the paint, as you would expect. A 34-20 advantage for North Carolina inside tonight. Thomas Bryant did everything that he could, but they just kept running bodies and bodies and bodies. Bryce Johnson, another double-double for North Carolina. So you can go up and down the line. This is a team tonight, Dave, in North Carolina that shot 52% from the floor. That's after cooling off significantly as they started the game, going 18-29 in the first 20 minutes. Just a phenomenal performance all across the board for North Carolina.
62% if you do the math on that first half. Their front line, we knew this was the matchup that would challenge Indiana. Was the front line, the compromised depth for the Hoosiers up there, and the fact that Carolina, look, you talked about it, nearly 50% offensive rebound percentage. They were about 46% in the first 2 games of the tournament, so it's not like they did anything to Indiana that they haven't done to everyone else. This is just kind of who they are.
And they also were able to shoot over the top. And if you were Indiana coming into this ballgame, if you would have said, Dave, hey, look, we're going to be really happy if North Carolina takes 23s. You just didn't expect them to make 11 of them, especially to start the ball game, because if you were Indiana coming into this ball game, you wanted to say, look, we have to pick something that we're going to give up offensively. It most definitely would have been perimeter jump shooting, because we want to contain things inside. And then over the course of the ball game, as North Carolina continued to knock down shots, not just Marcus Paige, but other guys getting involved, now you have to come out and guard him, and then it was just a free-for-all at the rim.
Yeah, I mean, again, keep this in mind. The numbers are really staggering when you think about this. This was the worst three-point shooting team in the country in a power conference in conference play. The worst out of 70-plus teams.
Well, they went from worst to first in a hurry in about 40
minutes. They hit 11
minutes,
of 20. So, I mean, the game plan makes perfect sense, but they just figured out a way in this one to have their best night of the year on a night where it really mattered. I mean, you take a look at it. This is North Carolina in the first 36 games of the year. They doubled their three-point production. You see the three-point field goal percentage and the percentage of the points they get from the three. I mean, typically they put it up on the glass, Sean, and they go after it and they get it, and they shoot a great percentage inside the arc and get a lot of points in the paint. But this is not a team, and again, the numbers bear it out, that does what they did tonight on a regular basis.